Check swing, ball four. Oh, man, no. He just said he went. And Bryce is not happy about that. Dusty's go. Oh, he just threw Bryce out of the game. Dusty now goes to try to cut it off. He wanted to try to cut it off before Bryce got thrown out. Here comes Rob Thompson.
You know what you hate is he had to peek around.
He had to peek around.
Rob might be gone too. That was absolutely.
And he went too far. Chris Guccione got to call him out himself.
That is awful. Just ask for help.
Well, Miguel Cairo has been thrown out of this ball game, arguing with Chris Guccione in that last half-inning break after the Gooch said that James Wood went too far on this check swing instead of appealing to third base and asking for help. James frustrated, talking with the home plate umpire, and then Miggy came out.
And Mark Kotsay just got ejected.
Well, that pitch right there on your screen will show you why. Shea Langoliers, I think, just trying to smooth it over with John Bacon because he knows what's coming his way right now.
He's stating his case and a very quick conversation, and he will head back to the clubhouse.
And there was not much that John Bacon was going to offer there that Mark Kotsay was interested in hearing.
And that is strike three. Jordan incredulous that that pitch was called a strike, and he just got tossed out. That was low. Did Alfonso? He threw him out. He just threw him out. That was quick. Come on.
Javier ended up throwing 77 pitches last night, but only 43 for strikes in that start against the Sacramento River Cats. 3 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. He walked 4 and he struck out 6. Astros don't like that check swing, and they're giving it to Carlos Torres. Somebody just got tossed.
Seriously?
Somebody got tossed in the Astros dugout.
Nobody knows who it is. Blindly waving over at the Astros dugout because they were upset with the call.
Astros felt like that 1-0 pitch was definitely a swing from Lopez, called a check swing. They were barking from the dugout. Carlos Torres took a exception to that and ended up tossing somebody. So we'll see who has to leave the dugout for the Astros. Josh Miller's not down there right now. He would be the one fighting for Sousa as hard as anybody, you would think. Might have been the pitching coach.
Another strike. 1 and 2. He's hearing it from the Yankee dugout. And here comes Boone. Well, Boone doesn't like the low strike calls that they've been getting, so you heard him say, you've got to fix that. Now, he did not like that low strike call on that pitch to McMahon, but I think it's been a combination of things, Paul. That low strike's been called a lot. You mentioned it earlier. I would think he has to be thrown out because you're not allowed to argue.
I was going to say, this is an early hook. I mean, there went a couple words and you were gone.
Joe Adell will lead off here. There was a pitch timer violation called against Adell. He
wasn't in there quite at that 8-second mark. Make eye contact. You know, baseball games in a weekend since 15.
Couple of strikeouts on Adell tonight, and that's, well, Adell's been thrown out of the game here. You see Adell kind of barking back at Iasonia on his way to the dugout. He got run.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about that. You don't want to be falling behind against Yamamoto no matter what.
You wouldn't think. Strike 3. 6 strikeouts for Freddie Peralta. Don Kelly's close to he just got tossed. And he'll get his money's worth now. Roberto Ortiz, he's been chirping at him much of the night. Don Kelly, who got ejected, 3 times in the matter of a week when he first got the job.
Well, this is what
ejection. Yep.
This is what he's upset about right there. That's well off the plate away. I love this angle right here. You can see it's a good baseball off the outside corner. Well, I love this about Donnie Kelly. He stands up for his guys, and he knows right there. Jackson Winston just got burned on a 2-strike pitch well off the plate away.
Wow. Oh, boy. Nate Tomlinson's really had a rough night. Here comes Torey Lovullo. This has been going on with Nate Tomlinson since the first inning. And Torey's been ejected.
Yeah, well.
And there's no way that that's a strike. Mark Wagner, the crew chief, going to come in here from second. Torey's counting off all the pitches that Tomlinson has missed. Of course, it's an automatic ejection to argue balls and strikes. We know that, and he knew that when he went out there, but enough is enough already.
Red Sox are hollering for another balk, but they're not going to get it. And now the home plate umpire is coming on out.
Did he declare from the windup or stretch or?
Crowd's going to boo them as the umpires get together here. But the Red Sox were livid about this in their dugout.
Right there, a little twitch. Just a little one.
Not going to get any satisfaction from these guys right now, that's for sure.
He did move his upper body a little bit and then kind of went back. His front shoulder then went back.
Alex Cora got to work, and he has been ejected. That was during the commercial break. He has been tossed out just as Souza got out there to the mound. Bennett Souza, the lefty, to begin the warm-ups. He was tossed by the home plate umpire, Blakeney.
0-2 to Jeffers. 1 out. Foul. Oh, Jeffers saying that hit the ground.
It certainly looked like it did.
Jeffers saying that hit the ground, and for now, John Bacon is saying that was a clean catch, and this is not reviewable. And Rocco's been thrown out, and the hat comes off. He wasn't happy with the strike zone early. If this ball hits the ground, it's a foul ball.
This has as much to do with the strike zone throughout the game when Scuba was on the mound as it does with this play right here. They've been frustrated all night with the inconsistencies in the strike zone.
And Rocco saying it comes down to this moment. That's Rocco's 4th ejection this season, 18th of his career, and leaves his hat on the field.
His bell is running. Caro's throw is on the mark. And Q might be coming out and arguing a blocking violation. And now he's been ejected from the game. This has frustrated him most of the year.
Blocked the bag with
it's dropped the gate. Yep.
He dropped it.
This is the second time that he's been ejected this year for this type of play.
Christian Walker takes a strike. 4 balls and 2 strikes. Wow, there we go. And now they threw somebody out. It may have been Joe. Well, that was a pretty quick decision made by Chad Fairchild. And Joe Espada has been ejected from this ball game.
Take a peek in that Astros dugout straight ahead after that call. Third, Joe in the tunnel, the stairway coming up. He's got some hand signals. That kind of looked like Chad Fairchild might have been looking for somebody over there, and he got Joe.
Strike 2 is called.
That was a gift. That looked to be ball 4.
Well, we said it's been a pretty big zone tonight. That was down, you know it's down, and Iasonia saying stop it, and Kevin's fired up, and he might not be long for it.
That ball, again, it's below the zone. You said it's been a big zone all night. That's, yeah, that ball's, it's
1 out, 2-2. That is, wow, called strike 3. That was more than a hair inside, and Aaron Boone and Trent Grisham are both perplexed at that. Somebody from the dugout just got tossed. I'm not sure if it was Aaron Boone, because it looked like Vic Carapazza pointed to someone down on the other end of the dugout. Looks like it was Tanner Swanson who got tossed.
Good ball game. Cardinals trying to salvage 1 of 3 against New York. That's up and away. Or thereabouts. 3 balls and a strike. Ollie, I think, just got tossed from the game. Nick Lentz said, come on out, and Oliver Marmol's going to go at it. So Oliver Marmol has been ejected. We told you Aaron Boone has 6. Ollie's 1 behind him. That's his 5th of the season.
And it's strike 3 called, says Mark Ripperger. Schneider questioning if that was a swing or a called strike. John Schneider will clean it up a little bit, but says that's a terrible call, and Schneider just got tossed.
Well, it was a breaking ball down at the bottom of the zone. It may not have looked great, whether it caught the bottom of the zone or not. Davis didn't like the call, but his manager definitely didn't like the call.
Davis Schneider is in the game. John Schneider is out of the game.
After review, the call in the field is overturned. It was spectator interference. The runner's out.
Wow. You cannot argue a review, so Schultz is automatically ejected. You can't come out. How do you score that?
F8.
Okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
That's enough.
That's enough, says Todd Titzer to the first base dugout. And somebody's been tossed. It'll be Miguel Cairo's third if it was him already. Somebody's gone.
And I think that wasn't from that pitch. I think that's been from 5 or 6 pitches that I think Brad lured through, not Cole Henry, that he's probably frustrated about and just decided that was enough.
Michael, I have never seen 3 throws, disengagements from a pitcher.
And now they try again, and there's a balk. Or was there?
Now the umpires are going to talk things over.
What are they talking about?
And they're going to send him back to first.
Never reestablished restarted the game by putting his foot in the rubber, but he threw over.
There he goes. And he gets the second anyway. But he overslides, and Lau keeps the tag on him, and he's out.
2 out, bases empty. And now Jose Caballero, I think, just got tossed by Roberto Ortiz.
Oh.
And he's getting held back. He was going at Roberto Ortiz, and Luis Rojas has to hold him back.
Well, this you can't do. You don't get near an umpire.
I've never seen him that upset.
That's center cut. Contreras looking for something else, and he's retired for out number 2. And Oliver Marmol just got tossed from this game. Or was it Wilson Contreras?
Yeah, I think it was Contreras walking away. He certainly continued to look back. He's saying he didn't say anything. Now he's saying all those things he said he didn't say.
Wow, Ollie's got to hold him back. Now Ollie's been tossed. Now somebody fires a whole box of bubble gum out onto the field between the plate and first.
Well, certainly the frustration taking over for Contreras in this one. Derek Thomas behind the plate. I mean, as soon as he rang him up, he was walking the whole way looking, obviously saying something behind, as Cardinals bat boys have to pick up the mess that assuming Contreras threw out there.
Wilson was hot, and then my guess is that he heard something, and then Mount Vesuvius happened.
Phillies have gone to the bullpen with nobody out here in the 5th inning. The bases are loaded. Orion Kirkring's coming up. Jesus Luzardo, as he was lifted from the ball game, as he went off, he was demonstrative in his disgust to the home plate umpire, telling him to wake up, screaming at him. Now it went dark, and we don't know if the umpire threw him out. He did. So he did.
I saw him throw him out. Yeah.
Right off the ribbon board, he had just about a foot from going in the upper deck, and then 93 coming inside and hitting Acuna. He is not happy with Ryan Gusto, and they're coming out of both dugouts.
Well, it never looks good right after a big home run when something like this happens, and Ronald clearly taking exception to it.
I think Brian Snitker just got ejected.
He did, because he's probably upset that there was a warning issue. It's always frustrating for the team that is on the receiving end of the first hit by pitch.
Hunter upset. He goes down. So a promising inning turns south quickly. Middle of 6. It's still 1-0
Hunter
Houston.
just got tossed out.
But he was upset with that call on 0-1, and he had words with home plate umpire James Hoy, who's the crew chief. And the reason he got pointed at is it's a equipment violation. And then Hunter said something to Hoy, and Hoy tossed him out.
Tucker at first. There he goes. And that one is in there, and they got him.
Craig Counsell out of the dugout. And he just ran Craig. Wow, that was a quick hook.
Yeah, that's a strike.
It's actually pretty impressive that they got the call, though, with Bailey coming out of his crouch to go get that baseball. A lot of times you cost the pitcher the strike.
They are all looking in Mike Schultz's direction.
Well, pretty even splits for Lewis. 221 against lefties, 225 against righties, although
Manny Gonzalez making them go back to where they came from, and now Mike will slowly kind of start to creep his way out onto the field. And an ejection has just been issued, I assume, to Nestor Cortez, who's obviously coming out of this game. And perhaps He had said something there to Manny Gonzalez, but this will also give Wandy a couple of extra throws in the bullpen if he needs it. Apparently magic words were said.